Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. 51 on the mark, boy. 51. Let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Play action. Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go play action with Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at this.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
15's the mic. 15's the mic.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pick up there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolled And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, Boyd, what a catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. And
they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here we go. Ready? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Burrow on play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 29, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 5. A draw play for Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Cameron Sample, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
We got this.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. And the Bengals have recovered it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Again, it's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Sample able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watch the run. They're running it.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.